in the heart of the city of life, where streets are always full of people, vendors, cars, and traffic. People are getting busy running business, shopping, and living their luxury lives. The city, Bangkok, also offers such a spiritual fulfillments. Lying right at the busiest business area in Bangkok, Erawan Shrine, four-headed Hindu god, believed to be the god of creation, is famous for being holy to those villagers, offering Bangkokians and foreigners spiritual fulfillments, and undeniably associating with black magic.
There are several beliefs that profoundly play a significant role in Thai people's every aspect of life, including architecture. One of the most obvious beliefs pertains in building the shrine. Before any upcoming constructions, so as to appease the revered god, who was believed to reside in each plot of the land. When the project is completed, the shrine will be built in the auspicious time and location. Several shrines and separate houses are the clear substantiation of this belief, and not different from others. Erawan Shrine also adapts this belief, which has unquestionably led her to the ceremony of appeasing land deity.
By the time when the construction of Erawan Hotel owned by the government, the project faced several mishaps, such as excessive cost and injuries of labor. The contractor then sought for the advice from the revered astrologer, who spotted the improper foundation stone of the building in the bad dates, combined with Ratchaprasong area was once the place where criminals were put on public display. As a result, the god Brahma shrine was constructed on November the 9th, 1956, a particularly auspicious selected date. Surprisingly, the construction was resumed without any hindrances and eventually completed in time. This legendary story of Erawan Shrine spread out.
Thais, including tourists from different parts of the world, especially those from Southeast Asia, flocked to the shrine to seek the blessing of Brahma. Later on, international Hyatt hotel chain took over Erawan Shrine, rebuilt it, and renamed the hotel Grand Hyatt Erawan. This explicitly represents the impossibility of what laws of logic can describe. This can also show how deep deities' belief plays such an intense role in whatever Thais perform.
March 21st, 2006. A mentally ill man vandalized the shrine. After that, he, 27-year-old Thanakorn Phakdipol, was beaten to death by the bystanders. A pair of sweepers was arrested by the accusation of fatal beating. The people witnessed Thanagon with a hammer in his hand that later smashed the highly revered statue into pieces. Only the parts of lap and the base of statue were unimpaired.
A shrine was closed to public for some time. Later, the officials reopened the shrine and allowed every worshipper to continuously come to show his respect. The new Brahma statue was placed at 11:30 a.m. on May 21, 2006. That is the exact time when the sun shone directly above the shrine. After the discussions between Religious Affairs Department and the Mahabrahma Foundation, the new rebuilding with different formations of Erawan Shrine took place. The Erawan Shrine was made of plaster and a mixture of gold, bronze, other precious metals, together with the pieces of the old statues. The other was made of metal, cast from the same mold and later placed in the National Museum.
With prolonged suspicion by Thaksin's key political rival, Sonthi Limthongkul, who once was a leader of the People's Alliance for Democracy, the Yellow Shirts, criticized Thaksin publicly of his wreckage and destruction of the Erawan Shrine. Thaksin was alleged that he is in the pursuit to attain spiritual power by replacing the shrine. It was also rumored that Thaksin will be able to control his political enemy and the people who worship at the new shrine. Thaksin denied such desires and implicated Sonthi's ploy of defaming him and deemed Sonthi's remarks as being superstitiously relating to the incident, where the media tycoon performed a water sprinkling ritual at the government house to ward off ill-intended spirits. Not long after the ousted Prime Minister, currently in self-exile, and the events surrounding the final days of the petrifying demonstrations which shocked the entire nation, the recollection of the Erawan Shrine returned to haunt the nation once again. The sporadic street riots and eventual deaths arose from the May 19th military intervention, which brought down numerous red shirt supporters that led people, including astrologers, to believe that the Erawan Shrine curse has come true.
The location is situated over Raj Prasong, which is a place where full-face depiction of Brahma in Erawan Shrine witnesses the entire event, including the burning of the Central World Shopping Complex across intersections. This event of the final days of the Red Shirt demonstrations suddenly abrupted and totally shocked the protesters and all regardless of the several weeks that passed by. Should the scenario be that way, or is it the curse that performing all these terrifying events?
There is no, and still no one can prove if the black magic does exist or not. Still, with or without the power of the black magic, we all should pay respect to the place, as the shrine means a lot to people who believe in God, as the shrine play an important role as their spiritual fulfillment when they're in trouble or when they face the problem that require a lot of strength in their minds.
No matter whether or not the black magic really exists, whether or not someone has cursed us in any of ways, it is the most important that you should stay strong and stay united in order to live as a whole in peace. By this way, we all can live happily together, even the biggest disaster comes through.